We got people over there.
Mm.
Oh, Jazz the plug. What's up, Jazz? So then we go over here, and now we are officially live on all platforms. Uh, you want to tell us who the pretty baby is?
This is my goddaughter, Alana.
Nice. We'll have to recognize you on God Parents Day or something. I don't know. But so we're on over here. Over here is we're live on TikTok over there. Junior's setting up his live for his Instagram. And we are currently live on Facebook and YouTube. And Siobhan just went upside down. There she is. I'd rather you drop the phone than the baby. That's a good idea. All right. Well, yeah, she's on the Facebook. If you go to my YouTube page, not YouTube, if you go to my Facebook, uh-uh. You want me to put if I you she will if I change it. Yeah, that's work. All right. So let me think. Have I played a theme song yet? I don't think I have. So let's do a theme song and then let's
Mom, I
kick
mean,
this.
Vaughn, can you pass the disinfecting spray?
Can you pass the
The
disinfectant?
disinfecting
It's on the.
spray.
Yes.
Mhm.
On the counter.
Oh, it's on the
The
spray.
spray.
Right there. Let me play my theme song.
Who keeps you laughing with all the jokes? It's JV. Who keeps it real around all your folks? It's JV. You've been looking and what do you know? Congrats, you tapped into the ShaVaughn Show. Who keeps you laughing with all the jokes? It's JV. Who keeps it real around all your folks? It's JV. Another outlook who give you some hope. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the ShaVaughn Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the ShaVaughn Show. I'm your help. I'm your help. I get that part wrong every time I do it. I'm your host. I'm ShaVaughn. I've got very special guests with me today. I've got over here my youngest Vaughn Trinity. Vaughn Trinity, say what's up. And then over in that corner, I've got a young lady that goes by the name of ShaVaughn, Shy. What's going on, Shay?
Hi.
And right there, poking his head in, is the son. No, it's all right. That is Javon Jr. Javon Jr. Here.
Hello.
And so we are live here on Father's Day. Just so you know, I am a father and I do love my children. So I said we might as well recognize all of us today. And this is you all's first time being on the Javon Show.
Mm.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Why does it take me all so long to get on the show?
You always do it when I'm not home,
Good
or
point
you
by
don't
you.
do it at home.
Or I don't do it at home. That's another solid point by you. And then why haven't you been on the show? Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. I think Javon Jr. has been on the show more than all of you all by way of videos. So I guess that's where his count. Now, Javon, you're the oldest, and so you know me the longest. Um, who is your daddy? Who's your daddy?
My dad is like he does everything. He's always running around, making sure that he can provide for me and my siblings. He's always taking care of other people. He's a very selfless human being, and I mean everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's Javon. Hey, hello.
That's very kind of you. How long have you known me for?
Almost 22 years.
And you know, you ain't been too upset with me too often, right?
Not really. He does pretty
So
good
it's
job
all
upset.
Yeah, you've been a pretty cool daughter too. I ain't got no complaints about you. Um, while the middle one is getting himself together, Vaughn Trinity, what do you know about your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Um, my dad is a really funny guy. You know, he tries to crack jokes sometimes. And he also really cares about his children and his family and the people around him.
Yes, these lyrics that I gave them to recite is working perfectly. Good job, you all delivered your lines perfectly. And then one more, the one that's moving me around, Junior.
Huh.
Tell me about your daddy. Who's your daddy? I like saying it like that.
Jack of all trades. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jack of all trades. You name it, he's done it before or he's doing it now. Really selfless guy. Puts others first before himself. And he'll do anything to protect the people he loves.
True that, true that, true that. So, in case you guys are wondering, hey, Javon, for this show, what's going on? Come on in, lean into me, babes. We are getting a tattoo done, so we probably should move that camera a little bit more. So, what had happened was a little while ago, my oldest, Shay, did a tattoo for me. Can you move that one first? That camera? Oh,
This one?
that one, because it's like only doing the back of my head. We need to show them the tattoo though. So Shay started a tattoo. And Shay, how would you characterize the tattoo that you did for me?
So before y'all see this tattoo, it was one of the first that I have done.
Mm-hmm.
Trusted me to do one of my first tattoos.
I did.
So it's a little rusty,
Mm-hmm.
but what was the tattoo?
Hearts.
It was hearts. So my handy dandy artistic brother is adding on to it, making it look better.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all should go check out his page. We'll put it somewhere in the something on this live somewhere. Check out his Instagram page. But we're just
Now, why did you decide to do tattoos when you first started?
because I wanted them and didn't have the money for them, so I said I was going to do them myself, and
Mhm.
that's what. And I have about 15 tattoos that I did on my own.
How many
On
tattoos
my,
did you have before you actually let me know that you were doing tattoos on yourself?
I got, well, I started tattooing myself 2 years ago.
Mhm.
My first tattoo, I was 14. It was a smiley face on my ankle, and her mom did it, and I hid it from them until I was 18.
You hid a tattoo for 4 years.
4 years, a smiley face on my ankle,
Did it feel weird
a
that you're
heart. I mean,
uh-huh.
a dollar sign and a heart on my fingers. I hid them for 4 years.
Did it feel weird that your parents didn't notice the fact that you had, had ink on your body for 4 years?
Yes, because I feel like they knew but didn't say anything. It's like 50-50. I feel like y'all knew it but didn't say anything, but I feel like y'all really just didn't know or wasn't looking.
Mhm. I just wasn't looking at your ankles like that, yo. So it
Exactly.
didn't dawn on me at all. Vaughn, how many tattoos do you have so far? I gotta start asking early now.
About 5.
Okay, okay, okay. Done by
No,
Vaughn?
I didn't.
Done by Vaughn?
I said make sure y'all save me some.
2 of them are done by ShaVaughn, and then the other
Okay.
2 are done by Junior.
That makes about the right amount of sense. Now, my son, who's the artist, the tattoo artist for today, keeps dropping things, which is giving me no confidence at all right now.
Well, you keep moving your arm.
I do keep moving my arms. So I will say that I am extremely excited for this guy to do these tattoos. I've seen his work. I've seen him doing some really, really, really good and complicated work. So I am very, very impressed. by the young man. And my very first tattoo, which we'll also call um, the only one before I let ShaVaughn tattoo me up. My very first tattoo was done online as well.
That's the last time I'll drop it.
He keeps so the very first tattoo was done on Facebook Live, and that was fun. We have a comment in the section that says, "Stop playing Vaughn. The world would have heard that whooping." So, but I'm thinking that hopefully this tattoo won't hurt as much as the second tattoo. The first tattoo wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst, the first tattoo. The second tattoo that ShaVaughn did hurt. It was less of a tattooing and more of a scarring, I want to say. She was digging in the needle as if she was trying to get plasma from my shoulder. And your Wi-Fi or whatever is making you slow and cryptic. Were you trying to say something to defend yourself, Miss ShaVaughn? Hey, Shar, and thank you for the happy Father's Day wishes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. ShaVaughn seems to be stuck in internet jail, so. Oh, he wants me to lean in more. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to scream and moan during this process. I'm going to hope that this scarring is less scarring than the other scarring, and we're gonna just see what happens. I need ShaVaughn to come there. Well, she was back for a second, so hopefully she'll come back again. All right, here we go. The tattooing for Father's Day. My Father's Day present. Here, sorry, let me get in there.
She said her connection is bad. I'm out in the country.
Okay, no worries. So far, so good. He's got a very light touch. Doesn't seem to be overly aggressive with the needle. Thank you so much for those who are sending in gifts. My goal right now is to not be a punk and to let this needle caress my shoulder and me not jump out of my skin. If I can do that, then I've done something. Thank you, Miss Mala, for the goal, for the rewards over there. Facebook, have like a 30-second, what does that say? That your mom wrote in the comments. You can click it. Second delay, so it's not exactly live. Okay. 30-second delay. So we'll see how it goes. I think that I just don't do well with pay. You can click it off. It's fine. You need to learn how to do this since you're taking over the company business. Uh-huh. Uh, oh, start Lisa reconnecting. So, Vaughn, until your sister comes back, I was asking what was your favorite memory with your dad? Do you have a favorite memory so far in your 11 years of life? Almost 12 with your birthday coming up in 2 weeks or next week? Next week, because we're going into a week, and then the week after that is your birthday. So, what's been your favorite memory with your dad so far?
Probably going to my first concert.
And what was your first concert?
A Stray Kids concert.
Stray Kids, is that a new hip hop group or R&B group from the 90s?
It's a K-pop group.
A K-pop group. Do you speak any Korean whatsoever? No. But you understood most of what they were saying at the concert?
Yeah.
Cool. What is it about Stray Kids that you like so much?
Just their music. I like it. It kind of diverts, is that the word?
That's a good word.
Yeah, it kind of diverts with the music.
Nice. And do you listen to anything else besides K-pop?
I listen to artists like SZA. I listen to Hamilton and the musicals.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ariana Grande, those people.
Those people. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna get to your brother now. He said that he can talk and tattoo at the same time, so we're gonna put him to the test. Junior, what's been your favorite movie? I can't even think straight with this needle. What's been your favorite moment with your dad so far?
Mm, There's a lot. I could say this one right here
Uh-huh.
with me tattooing these veins or these lightning bolts
Mm-hmm.
into his heart.
Which feels like lightning bolts going into my arm, but it's really honestly, and I was thinking it was gonna hurt a lot more. This doesn't really hurt that bad at all. Okay, so the tattoo and what else?
Um, I kind of can remember my first baseball game and back in Bloomington that you took me to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, memories of you coaching me throughout both baseball and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Good memories.
Those are good memories. Why did you get away from baseball and stay in basketball?
Because I played more and more of like a competitive, I would say, like field when it comes to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw myself going further in basketball than I did in baseball.
You were really good in baseball, though.
So I decided to put my full focus into basketball and go from there.
That could be you with tennis and volleyball. Um, do you plan on doing both tennis and volleyball? And which one do you like more?
Well, I can't say that because I haven't played tennis yet.
Which one about you? But we're gonna get some lessons in the summer. That's it. You couldn't see yourself, Junior, doing both basketball and baseball at the same time?
All right. Well, after like a while, it got tiring. So it was a no. And then by the time I got back in
Whoopsie.
by the time I got back in high school, I by the time I got back in high school, I considered going back to baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was starting to just because like I wasn't like fully at my full potential with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see myself getting help in other sports like baseball, track, maybe even football.
Mm-hmm.
I considered all three of those sports at once until I got injured with basketball. So I was forced to miss both baseball and track season
Mm-hmm.
and football season after my freshman year. And then same thing with my sophomore year. With my sophomore year, I felt myself getting way better. After my sophomore year, I felt myself getting way better.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was considering playing other sports, it all just went out the window because I saw myself getting so good at basketball that I didn't want to ruin it
Mm-hmm.
by playing other sports. So I just stick to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And then this up or going into my going into my senior year, the spring after my junior year, going into senior year, I was like 90% sure I was gonna go run track. And then I got hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
So I focused on rehabbing with basketball. I was still training with the I was still training with the track coach.
Oh, Jesus.
You have to just be still.
Just be still is
Be
what he
still.
said. Just be still.
I
Okay.
was thinking of I was training with the track coach at my school, and really the only reason I considered doing track was just for the training. So since I was already doing the training with the track coach outside of basketball, I didn't feel the need to go to track. So I just put my full focus into basketball. Just from that, I didn't really have
Mhm.
the ability to play other sports just from getting injured in basketball. And
Is there anything fathers? Thank you, cuz. Thank you very, very much. Is there anything that I could have done as your dad to convince you to stay in baseball and not transition to basketball? Because that's one of the things I wondered about too. Like I wanted him to only do baseball. So then he's like, Ed, I want to do basketball. What if I would have been like, no, you're not allowed to do basketball? Like, is there anything I could have done to prevent you from going into basketball and to stay longer in baseball?
well, when I first decided I wasn't going to play baseball anymore, you didn't really convince me to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of felt like you agreed that it was a good decision because you didn't do a lot of convincing to get me to stay with baseball
Mm-hmm.
until like later on, which was later on I was already
Yeah.
fully into basketball. So if you would have convinced me, like tried a little more to convince me to stay, I probably would have stayed in it a little longer.
Hmm.
But besides that, nothing really.
I think, would you say that as your dad, I've been very let you make your own decision and go with it and see what happens?
Yes, and that's not even just with sports. That's with just life in general.
Mm-hmm.
You've let me grow up before it was. You let me make my own decisions and grow up before I had to like. I had no choice but to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, say like 2 years ago, if you didn't let me just grow up on my own, then now getting ready for college, I wouldn't be as prepared as I am now for college.
So you didn't feel that it was like, oh, my dad doesn't care, so he's not putting up a fight. It's like, or let me not put words in your mouth. What was that like? Did it give up off a feeling of, oh, my dad doesn't care, so he just let me do whatever I want to?
It was more of a he wants me to be ready for the real world before I have to force myself to be ready for the real world. It was more of that.
Mm-hmm. And you feel like you're prepared to go into this real world now?
I wouldn't say 100%, but I'm positive that I am more prepared than I would have been if you didn't give me the opportunity to prepare myself earlier.
Ooh, I appreciate that. I like hearing that. Vaughn, do you have a present father?
Yes.
Do you feel that you are missing anything or that you're wishing that I did more of something or did less of something as your dad? And it's okay. Listen, this is a pretty open space. You can be honest, like, dude, I really wish that you would come around more. You don't ever be around. You're absent. You just be fronting on these cameras. Like, say what you feel.
I feel I feel like you've done enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yeah, you're not like, yeah, I'm not talking to you every day, but you're like working, you're a busy man.
Mm-hmm. You ever feel that other things take precedent or priority over you?
Mm,
Like work doesn't, the podcast stuff doesn't, the music stuff doesn't, the acting, the writing. You don't feel that there have been times where those things seem like they're more important to me than you.
mm, Probably this whole podcasting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I grow up, I don't really want to be a podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if I want to take over the company, but we'll see.
Yeah, because it could be a thing to where the company goes nowhere at all. There's something to take over, or it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and you don't have a choice but to. You have to figure it out and get happiness. I don't know when you turn 70. an idea. That's a thought. So you don't want to do the podcasting thing, which is interesting because you're like an actress. You are very entertaining and creative. So what is it about podcasting that you don't want to do? Or is it like the feeling of that because it feels like you're being forced into it, that's the reason why you don't want to do it?
No, it's just I don't see myself being a podcast.
Mhm. What do you see yourself as?
I don't know. An actor, a sport, an athlete.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. You know, a lot of those people do what they do and still have creative jobs as well, where they host radio shows or podcasts just as a way of sharing their thoughts. And you're so articulate. I think, like your brother too, and your sister who had to get off. You all are articulate children. You all speak your mind very well. You all have common sense. It seems that those are the ones that are the most successful in this space, which is why I want to encourage you to, even if you don't go into it as a career, at least you know how to do it so that when you want to communicate, you're able to. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. During your basketball career doesn't take off, can we see you podcasting in these streets?
Um, you can see me like sports broadcasting, like for a national TV company, but my own podcast, no.
Mm-hmm. Not a take over the family business type of feel.
No. I mean, if that's what it comes to, I'll do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's not something I have to do, it won't be something I'm doing.
Makes sense. Makes sense. How much do you love basketball?
Enough to where if it doesn't work out, I will still like if me playing doesn't work out, I'm still gonna be around it,
Mm-hmm.
helping other players get better, developing the youth to get them better, donating to certain organizations that need it, donating to organizations that I played for in the past, training in group sessions, individual sessions, mentoring kids that could be really good, but just need the mentoring to actually be successful in it, and they don't, keep them from ruining their careers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even coaching an organization, just anything that's involved with it, whether it's youth, high school, college, pros, semi-pros, any of it.
What's the strongest part of your game, basketball wise? What do you think is your strongest asset on the court?
Um, I'd like to say my shot blocking and just playing above the rim in general. So shot blocking, dunking, rebounding, anything that has to do with just being above the rim is where my strong suit is.
Mm-hmm. And the weakest part of your game?
I wouldn't say it's weak, but it's something I can work on. It's on ball defense. I've been working on guarding kids, or not kids, but guarding full court to get ready for college.
Mm-hmm.
So 94 feet and not just picking a guy up at 3-point line, picking him up at half court. As soon as he catches the ball, in his space from the other side of the court to the other.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been tired or like felt like it was not fun?
Basketball?
Yeah.
Yes. Plenty of times, but
How do you get through that? And what do those moments feel like? And then how have you overcome those moments?
it feels like you just don't have any motivation to get up and work on your craft. You just want to sit out or not even just laying around, but doing everything but playing basketball. If it's hanging out with friends, hanging out with, your girlfriend or just not being around the game at all is what it would look like and feel like. But how do I overcome it? You just, after a while, you sit and you think, like, what are you going to do if you just stop now? Or what did you do all of the extra stuff for in the past if you're just going to stop here? Or what do you do it for? Like, what's the reason that you play basketball in the first place? And if you just don't love the game anymore, then there's nothing wrong with stepping down from playing and choosing a different field or a different career. But at the end of the day, for me, I just think about what I play the game for, what and who I play the game for, and just think of different things that motivate me to keep going. But it's different things for different people.
Makes sense. What's been your favorite basketball memory?
Um, there's a couple. Most of them are game-winning shots or beating rival teams, rival schools, milestones, breaking records,
You've done a lot of.
highlights, like some highlights that I look at almost every day that happened either years ago or months ago or days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still look at certain highlights that I've done from 2 to 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Which one of those highlights is your favorite? Mine is still that game winning shot in
Seventh grade.
Seventh grade, yeah. Which we'll have to play it in the SB row when we go back and edit the podcast. But that, like, I still look at that with your coach jumping up and down and everybody thinking that they just thought that they had that game. There was another one like that too when you played for the team in the blue jerseys. I think that was sixth grade before you got into high school, before you got to junior high with Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was a game winner that you did there too.
Mm-hmm.
But I answered your question.
I think that was my first one.
Yep, that was your first game winner. But so what's been your favorite basketball?
When it comes to records, I'd say the first record I broke, which was, I want to say, blocks in a season,
Mm-hmm.
which I broke that against Prosper in the second round of district. I ran full court. I was on the opposite wing of the 3-point line, and the kid was at half court of the volleyball line. I chased it all the way down, and I just took it out out the rim or off the backboard to break the record, and maybe beating a rival school this last year. That was a pretty fun memory.
That was a pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Beating our rivals from last year was a pretty good game. Kenny North, or not, I wouldn't say rivals, but crosstown matchup. That was a really fun memory, beating them. Trying to think of my first time dunking on somebody. I can't remember. Against one of our rivals this year, I had a really good block in that same game against McKinney.
Do you talk a lot of trash when you're playing?
Well, the thing about me when I talk trash, sometimes I'll be saying stuff out loud, but it's to myself, and then other players take offense to it, and they get going, and then when they get going, I get going. But the trash I talk is only when it's talked to me first, or I'm talking to myself and they take offense and then they go at me and then I just go back at them. But it's never intentional when I talk trash unless they go at me first, which has happened plenty of times.
Has anybody ever come at you basketball wise and actually gotten the better of you after you talk trash to them? Like, have you ever like had to eat your words?
No. I think the worst that's happened is like somebody shoots a shot and I say it's a miss and it goes in. That's probably the worst. But I've never just had a moment where I talk trash and they just started killing me.
Not one time you've been playing basketball since you were like in fifth grade. And not one time have you ever talked trash and somebody was like, oh yeah, and actually gotten at you.
No. Well, there's times that like he's gotten at me, but I've also gotten at him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like two-sided and it wasn't just him going at me. There's times of that to where we're just both talking trash back and forth and we're both getting busy. But it's never been a time where I'm talking trash and then the kid is just killing me and I'm not killing him back.
Right. That actually pretty satisfying. Does it ever make you feel overly confident or arrogant?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Usually I'm like after games I'm a normal dude, I'm a cool dude. Even if I've talked trash to you the whole game, we've been at it the whole game, I'll still dap up like a normal person after.
Mm-hmm. You don't hold it in.
Yeah,
It's not personal.
yeah.
Gotcha. Vaughn, have you ever talked trash in the band or on stage? That's a joke. That's a joke. What is your favorite memory of acting or in your band? Because you've had some pretty good performances.
My favorite memory is probably doing the Cinderella play.
Mm-hmm.
And I met a lot of new people.
Mm-hmm. Do people ever get jealous of your acting or your singing abilities?
Because I mean, I haven't really had like a lead like role. And next year they're doing Mary Poppins for the musical, and I might audition for her.
Might. Who can beat you as Mary Poppins? Mary Poppins? Yeah. You know any of the songs off of Mary Poppins? Just a spoonful of sugar. What brought about the interest in theater and band? What made you get interested in it?
I don't know, honestly, because I mean, I've been wanting to like be famous in some way. So I thought, oh, acting or singing. And I was like, oh, acting. I can get into theater. And then band, I don't know. Because in elementary, there wasn't like, because like we were forced to do like choir. Well, not forced, but like there was choir.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to do choir in middle school. So then I was like, band seems fun because I want to play orchestra.
Mhm.
So
Do you feel any added pressure in being creative and acting and stuff like that because of what I do?
no.
You think you're better than me?
Next question.
Yeah.
That means yes.
That means definitely yes. That means I can't believe you even asked me that question. Of course I can. Duh. Have you ever thought about writing your own plays or your own music so you can play your own stuff or act your own stuff?
No.
If I write something for you, will you do it?
Switching needles.
Okay.
Bigger one.
Which means less pain.
More. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
You can use them both. On and off.
So if I write something, you have to. Okay, so if I write something and I think it's great, and you think it's mid, would you still do it?
Mm, um, I mean, sure, if you want me to.
Thank you. Because first of all, I'm never gonna write something that's mid. That's number one. So it's always gonna be quality. But I think that once you see your creativeness and you be like, you know what? I don't think anybody writes as good as me. So I'm gonna write my own stuff. I can see you doing that too. Have you ever thought about any acting or singing? A lot of athletes do rapping. Is that something you see yourself doing?
I never thought about rapping ever in my life, but I could see myself being an actress,
Actor.
act, an actor,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't like try to pursue it. Like if I got offered a role, I would take it, but I would never try to audition and train to be an actor.
But you can see yourself doing like commercials.
Yes, or even like playing like a small role in a movie,
Hmm.
like a Chris Bosh type of thing on Jesse.
That's it. LeBron had like an acting, like a full acting role in Space Jam and something else. And then Kevin Garnett did some acting. And I'm acting right now, like this doesn't a little bit. What was it like when you did your first tattoo on yourself?
Um, the first one I
Sorry.
ever did on myself, I didn't really have to do much. I was just tracing back over some lines that weren't fully like visible. So I wasn't too nervous about doing it. And I was just tracing over lines that were already done. I was just making them darker and bolder. So it wasn't a lot of pressure to do them.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I started, but that was like 2 years ago, 2 summers ago. And when I started back doing tattoos 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I was nervous about picking up the pen and doing it myself again because this time it was like I had to draw the, you know, design myself and then put it on myself and then actually pursue this tattoo and make it look good to the best of my abilities on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated it.
You hated it.
I scratched it off with my fingernails.
You scratched off your tattoo with your fingernail.
Yes. I didn't hate it, but I just didn't like it. Like I didn't
What was
this
Oh,
it just wasn't looking like it was supposed to. So I scratched it off with my fingernails.
and did you then go back over it?
No,
You just left it off.
I just left it how it is.
You gonna never go back to it?
I might try to fix it after I get some more professional practice in.
So when you're done with this, if I don't like it, I have the ability to just scratch it off with my fingernail,
I mean, if you want to go through the pain,
scar myself for life.
that's up to you. If you want to, I mean, it didn't hurt that bad to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it had a little kick to it, but it wasn't that bad.
So because I'm new to tattooing and I don't know a lot of the things that's going on right now, what are you consistently wiping on?
Water.
Water. And what is the water for?
It cleans or it clears the area. So
Mhm.
like whenever I wipe, I can. It gets dark, so I spray the water on the paper towel and then I wipe again so it can be clear, so I can go back over it. You don't
Oh.
you don't want to go over a tattoo just once or twice or even 3 times, because then when it fades, like once it peels, because it's gonna peel, and then it's once it's done healing, it's probably not gonna be there anymore if you only go over it 2 or 3 times. That's why you felt the same pain in the same spot probably 3 times, and you're gonna feel it another 2 or 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that when it's done healing, that it's still there.
Can you do that for the shading too, or is the shading just something totally different?
The shading, it's faster, so it's kind of like I'm just scribbling on your skin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wipe twice, and then I keep going, and I'll do that for a good couple of minutes, and then I'll use the water. I'll spray through it. I'll clean it off just to see how it looks, and then I'll just fix anything I need to fix from there.
Gotcha. So the heart, like retracing over the heart and adding the lightning bolts, has already been done once at least.
I've done it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Interesting. What was it like when you did your very first paying client?
Huh?
What was it like when you did your very first client? Like the first person that wasn't yourself?
I was nervous. I wasn't sure how it would turn out at all. And I really didn't plan on doing it. I really only got the kit and all this extra stuff so I can do the tattoos on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So then when they asked for the tattoo, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I said saying in my head, I don't know what I'm doing. So, but prior to that, I watched a lot of videos on how to do tattoos, and I I was ready to do somebody. Like when it came to like the skills I had,
Mm-hmm.
but when it came to like me mentally being ready and being prepared, I was not. But I prayed
Mm-hmm.
and I got it done, and they were very satisfied with it. I was kind of surprised that I did as good of a job I did. And I mean, they were chilling the whole time. They like the first 2 minutes, they were, you know, in pain. And then after a while, they were just chilling on their phone. And when they were relaxed and not paying too much attention to what I was doing, I was more comfortable and I was more like confident in doing their tattoo whenever they're just not staring at it the whole time, making sure to make sure if I'm messing them up or not.
Mm-hmm.
I was more, it was just easier to do without them just being all up in the tattoo.
What's been your most complicated tattoo?
My most
intricate?
complicated one was it was like on the like right on top of their waist on their stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a really thick spot of the skin. So I had to go over it and I had to get deep. Like I had to screw my needle all the way in
Mm-hmm.
so I could actually have as much needle in there as possible.
Into their skin.
Yes. I had about like 2 millimeters of needle in their skin, which is normal. And then I had to go over it a bunch of times.
And they were just sitting there taking it.
Yeah, I mean, it was certain spots that they like the higher I got,
Mm-hmm.
because there was like a curved part up here. So whenever I got up, they definitely locked in while I was doing that. But besides that, they were just chilling.
What's been the most painful one you've done on yourself?
Um, Probably just this one on my no, the one on my wrist. I was like sitting in my chair for like 3, 4 hours just because it was so painful. And I had to keep going over it because I was not getting into my skin deep enough because it was so painful.
Mm-hmm. Miss Vaughn, you really want a tattoo? No. You wanted one before this, though, right? Oh, you never wanted a tattoo? Oh, good.
But you know what I do want?
What do you want?
A second ear piercing.
A second ear piercing. What?
You have to be like the lowest age you can be is 12 or 13. So like I should get a second one for my birthday.
Where in your ear do you want it? Just right above it? Huh. Oh, well, I'm sure we can make that happen.
I know people that do them, just not professional.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to Claire's and get a second tattoo.
Exactly.
Piercing.
You know, that's not a big deal at all. What do you think's gonna be the hardest part about playing basketball in college?
Just the physicality. I have to something I've been working on is getting stronger So once, if I can get strong enough by the time I get there, then I don't think I'll have any problems at all. But that would probably be my biggest struggle is just competing strength wise.
Why do you think it's been so hard to gain weight or to put on muscle?
Because I eat a lot, but I also work out just as much. So any fat that I eat, I just work it right out. So I've been working on eating even more, but my metabolism is not where I need it to be.
And what's funny is that I had that same problem at your age. I was 220 pounds from ninth grade until my third year in college. I was 220 pounds and I would stay 220 pounds. Wouldn't get any higher, wouldn't get any lower, stay 220. It wasn't until about 3 months into being married that I got to 230 and then 240 and then 250 and then 260. And once I got to about 261, I was like, okay, this fatness has gone on enough. And then I went and dropped 62 pounds because I got down to 199 at one point. And then I celebrated my 199 by eating a McDonald's Big Mac. And I think I gained like 5 pounds that day. And then it just went on from there. What did text that right there?
Which one?
The comment. The last, yeah. We're simultaneously on Facebook too. You snack too much, you need more fruits and veggies. Your mom says you snack too much, you need more fruits and veggies. Why? What do you think about? Why aren't you eating more fruits and veggies?
I try.
Thank you, Montria.
I eat Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
I eat lettuce in my burger,
Mm-hmm.
onions sometimes.
Munchie is your nickname.
It is.
So it's a lot of snacking.
That's all I know.
So we got to get you to snack on like strawberries and grapes, carrots, salmon. But you can we just and then not doing like the protein, like the whey protein stuff like that. So if we can get you a nutritionist before you get to college, that might help. Are you still? I know you're committed. Are you still playing summer basketball?
Yes, I am.
And how's that going?
Pretty good. I probably had my best tournament since the basketball season ended.
Mm-hmm.
But not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, I was very confident into everything I was doing that whole tournament. And I definitely got better and I got a lot of looks from it, just not what I was looking for.
Gotcha. Vaughn, you did band camp this summer for a week. How was that?
That was cool.
Tell me about it. What was the experience like?
I was a little nervous because I'd only been in like beginner, and then like it was only me and like one other sixth grader from another middle school, and in my beginner we only ever did like two other percussion instruments. So when they gave me my music and I had to do all this other stuff, I was like, I don't even know how to play that. But then I learned, and then I got confident. And I think our concert went good.
Now, when you're playing the percussion, you're actually reading music and drums. There's notes for you to read on playing drums, or is it just the indicator of like when to hit the bass or when to hit the snare or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's like going to hit. I could get my binder right now.
Please do. I'm interested because I've always wondered about drummers who read music and how is that? because piano is piano. Face FACE, C sharp, all that good stuff. Drummers, it just seems like 1, 2, 3, hit. 1, 2, 3, hit. So that should be interesting. Devon Jr., you started off with drums as well. You would actually sleep with sticks in your hand. What? I knew you were about to flop down. I just felt it.
That's why I lifted my pen.
So, no, you're fine. You're fine. Um, why did you give up drums?
When did I stop?
You stopped when I think we left Bloomington. I was falling asleep. Because you didn't pick them up in Atlanta, did you?
I don't know what made me stop.
Would you ever take it back up?
With free time, I would if I had the free time to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't cut off anything that I'm already doing for it.
Yeah, okay. A really good question was asked. The question was, when can we expect a college announcement?
The end of July,
The end of July.
I will be making. I made a decision. It's just not public,
Mm-hmm.
and if I stick to that decision or I change my mind, you will know. It will be public by the end of July.
But by the end of July, you will announce what you're doing for college.
Yes.
What are you looking for? Well, how can I put this to make sure it sounds right? Are there opportunities for better options?
There are. I just have to be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, you know, actually attend the events that the opportunities are at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like talking to code. I like talking code. Nothing wrong with talking code. So, but if nothing jumps off by the end of July, then you'll go ahead and announce where you're going.
Yes.
I hear it. I hear it. I see someone has grabbed their sticks and their paper. So, for instance, we will rock. Oh, we're gonna get back to the basketball in a second. But for the "We Will Rock You," is that the drum notes? Can you show this the people on the screen what that looks like on the Facebook? And then, so what are we looking at in there? What have you learned that you can teach us?
Okay, so this part is for the snare drum, the bass drum, and the ride cymbal.
And you all play the same thing?
No, we play different.
Well, I know that the ride cymbal, the snare drum, and the bass drum are three different instruments. But my question is,
Oh yeah, we all play.
yeah, you know my question.
Well, see, because the top part is for the snare drum, the bottom notes is for the bass drum, and then for the ride cymbals, I don't know.
Mhm. But you play the snare drum and the bass drum?
Yeah, but next year my teacher said I'm gonna like, because we have like a marching band, our pep rally. I'm gonna be the bass, but I don't think that applies for here. Because the bass drum is like that big brown thing, and then I get the little stick with the white fluffy part at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then like go with that.
You gotta stop moving, dog.
Oops. Like let's see.
You moved again.
What is the Hey song? Hey, yeah. That's a Hey song.
Oh wait.
Mhm. I'm a believer. So, which one of those is your favorite song to play so we can get a little idea
I don't know. I have to play them. These are for next year's songs.
Oh, you've already got next year's songs? So you can like practice.
But I haven't gotten my music out. I mean, oh my gosh. I haven't gotten my marimba out of the box since I've moved yet. Because I haven't felt like it. See, this is what I'm gonna be playing next year. I'm gonna be the marching bass drum. This is what I have to play.
You know how to read those notes?
Um, yeah, I think so.
Can you play a little bit for us? Like on the table?
Hmm?
She does that. Will that affect you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How much do you want me to play?
I want to hear, well, I wanted to hear Eye of the Tiger.
I don't know if I can do that one.
Okay. Every type is fine then.
All of it?
Yeah.
Wait. One, two.
Wow. That's impressive. But how did you know what rhythm or beat to do based off of what you were looking at?
You started back.
Yeah. Um, oh,
Huh?
how did you know what tempo?
Because like at the end of the year, we kind of practice this a little bit, so like I kind of remember what like rhythms and have to do. And this is like the crescendo. There's like different crescendos, and the
Mhm.
piano is like the softest, and then forte is like. So like that's why when I did the
Says
second
that
crescendo,
louder.
it has to go from low to like high.
That's very good, man.
Yeah.
That was very, very good. Do you see yourself playing like a regular drum set where like it has the foot pedal and the hi-hat and snare and all that stuff?
I mean, if I learned, yeah.
So what I hear you saying is that we should get you a drum set.
Um, we don't have to spend money on that. I can just practice with the school one.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it?
I'm a believer.
I'm gonna believe that.
I wouldn't leave her if I tried.
I can't.
Then I saw her face. No, I'm a believer. I believe, 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 I believe. Ah, believe. I bet you're wondering, like, man, my dad sounds so great singing. I wish I had his singing voice, as well as his athleticism and his not creativity, but ear for music. And I'm saying you probably do have it. You probably do have it. That's the Tiger. That's the other one I want to hear. What's the suspended symbol? Like it can't go to school for a couple weeks?
What? Suspended symbol. I think that's the one. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Frame by frame. Mm.
Okay. You want me to play this?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. And you're such an artist. You're such a drummer. Like when you get done, you put your two sticks together, you put them in your pocket, and then you sit up. Like, is that the thing that they teach you in drumming school as well? How to the proper posture and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you up there being an all-star. Go ahead. You can start writing your own drum notes. Start writing your own music. I can see that too.
I just want to focus on acting, writing.
Mm, that's a good thing, focusing on acting.
And then it's not just drums, it's also mallets. See, we have this note naming stuff.
And what does that do?
So, um, it just tells you what the notes are, and like there's like acronyms, I think it's called, to remember them.
Face? You all do face?
Yeah.
What's the other one besides face?
B, D, B, D, F. Right?
All good.
B, D, F. Elvis's guitar broke down Friday.
That's one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah.
We were talking about with the basketball. Thank you for sharing, Vaughn. I'm want to do one more solo when we get done. So be prepared to give us one more once he's done stating me. The Are you gonna do this in college? Ooh.
No matter what school I go to, I'll be in the dorms doing tattoos. God did not work no job.
Was the biggest inspiration to do this not wanting to work and not wanting to pay for your own tattoos?
Well, yes, basically.
Mhm.
That's how it was at first. I wanted to be able to just do it myself instead of to pay for it. But then I realized I'm not going to be able to do it myself anyways. But what I like about things like this, there's other guys that don't like doing their own tattoos
Mhm.
that are really good at doing other people's. And I can just trade. They do my tattoo, I do theirs, and then it's just free.
How many more tattoos do you want?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7,
You want 7 more tattoos.
7 or 8.
Of what and where?
Don't know yet, but I want to cover my whole stomach and chest. I want something on my forearm, both sides. I want one more thing on this bicep, and then I want one more thing on my leg. But I hate the leg tattoos the most, so I might just say never mind of that.
You're a pretty small, slender fellow right now. Do you, when you get bigger as you get older, because it happens, again, I was your size when I was your age, and then, life happens. When you start expanding, you're not afraid of some of these tattoos that look like something today. It's going to look like something totally drastically different when your skin expands in 10, 15, 20 years, especially if you're
Well,
bulking up.
the plan is, by the time I'm done with getting all the tattoos I want, I'm gonna have so many that you won't be able to tell whether I bulk up or not. What they look like. It was just the ink and skin, but mostly ink.
Gotcha.
Like there's some dudes you look at them and you won't be able to notice any tattoo unless you look at one specific. And that's how hopefully I know.
Now, how many times have you gone over this tattoo?
It's been like 5. It's gonna be my last time going over it. And then I'm going to start I'm gonna print the butterflies. I'm gonna print the butterflies, and then that's gonna take like an hour.
Mm. Because we're going over and over and over and over it.
Well, the butterflies, I'm gonna just go slow on them, so I won't have to keep going over it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go slow to where I probably only have to go over it like 2 or 3 times.
What's the longest you think you can tattoo and like on one person?
Without getting tired,
Yeah.
I can go like, I feel like I can go 4 or 5 hours tattooing one person without getting tired.
And what start messing up first? Your eyes, your wrist, your concentration? At what limits you to the 4 hours? What's hard? What on you getting tired the most at that point?
Probably in my brain. After a while, I probably need to eat, take a little food break,
Mm-hmm.
just so I'm not drowsy and tired doing somebody's tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
I think just the whole body in general is just starting to shut down from not eating food or drinking water.
Mm-hmm. So you should be staying hydrated while you're doing this.
Yes, and the person that's getting the tattoo should be hydrated beforehand.
You didn't tell me to make sure I was drinking.
I mean, you should be anyway.
That's true. So it's true that you shouldn't be like drinking alcohol before you get a tattoo.
No,
And then which song is this one, Vaughn?
It's not a song, it's just a practice.
What's the fastest you can drink? Like can you do the you could practice though, right? That's not something you practice. I got you. I got you. Did you tell us what your favorite song is to play?
Like the favorite one I've played so far.
Mm-hmm.
gonna hurt. Never mind.
I said you set me up for pain and no, it nothing. Or did it not happen yet?
It did. It just didn't hurt, I guess.
Ah, you know, I'm a G. I'm a boss. The Addams Family thing. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. So if I was doing that, no, keep that up for a second. How would you read that on here? Like you know that da-da-da, da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. Is that in there?
Probably haven't started bleeding yet.
Well, thank God.
I mean, you're supposed to.
I mean, I don't remember playing this the first line for the beginning of the year.
You made people bleed.
I mean, everybody should be bleeding when they're getting a tattoo. A needle's going into your skin. So it's normal to be bleeding. But just gushing out blood is
Bad.
when you should be concerned.
That's when we call the doctor. Thank you, Dr. Chris. Hope you're having a great day as well.
You got a little break while I print these wings.
Okay. So should we show them what we've done so far? Wait for the very end.
I mean, you can show them.
Show them a little bit of it. So this is what we've done so far, which is pretty impressive. I'm not mad at it at all. We took the existing hearts and we electrified them. Put some veins in them. And then we're going to add something on the sides of it as well. Let me see. So that's what we're doing so far. We're going to record the rest and then post it. But before we go, to all of you all, we say Happy Father's Day. To all of the men, thank you all so much for doing what you do, for being present. I am very, very grateful to have such amazing children. I love my children. I love my godchildren. But I'm just been very, very blessed and lucky. So I am just grateful. I'm grateful and I'm happy. My kids, I am biased, but I think that they're the best kids on the planet. Give you no trouble at all and are very, very loving and giving. So hopefully your children can be like mine one day. Good luck. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to continue on the Facebook Live, and then we're going to continue recording the putting together the tattoo. We'll add some more questions on Facebook Live. But to our TikTok audience, thank y'all for watching. Love y'all very much, and have an amazing rest of your Father's Day. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. You want to say bye?
Deuces.
Holla at you. Bye, TikTok. All right. We have 224 viewers on TikTok, so that's not a bad thing at all. Wouldn't you say? Dr. Sean, Mr. Harris says, I have yet to get a walk right past tattoo shops all over the world and didn't get motivated to do it. What motivated you for this one? The only reason I'm doing this one is because my son now does tattoos. And since I let his sister do a tattoo, and I'm not gonna hold you, she scarred your boy up. I said I can let my son do it since he seems to actually enjoy doing this. I am not going to put on the screen what Elijah said because, we don't like that, man. And that's one of my best friends. And yeah, so we're pushing along. I have been very brave. I have not cried one time, have I? During this tattoo process. Have I? Have I? Not one time. I may even consider getting a tattoo on my neck one day. How about that? So that's what the inspiration was for today. First of all, that's not true. Tell Mr. Johns that that's not true. You can say it.
That's not true.
That's not true, Mr. Johns. But happy Father's Day to you as well. Let me respond to this. Thank you. I mean, honestly, when you're interviewing and talking, the tattooing isn't that bad.
You can still.
My bad. It's really not that bad. You kind of get used to the rhythm and to the going over it and over it and over it and over it and over it. You get used to it. But it ain't, once you kind of put your mind back to it, you're like, oh yeah, that's hitting your skin. It don't feel no good. Baby girl has grown into a beautiful young lady. Yes, she has a jerk out, Papa. But yes, she has, and I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you, Mr. Harris. We cannot wait to come out to Atlanta and visit the compound. We will be out there very, very soon. Boy, I'm gonna mess Elijah up when I see him. Like, it's gonna be dust in the city, fire in the streets when I see Elijah. But well, why don't you come get a tattoo, Elijah? That's the question. Since you're talking so much, come get you a tattoo then. Instead of them painted on ones that you got, what you got, them henna tattoos that you got. This is a real one. At least it ain't henna like yours, sir. Told him. He'll figure it out. He'll learn today. Going back to our Father's Day thing. Do you have any whatever? Whatever. People anyway, I'm gonna start messing with Elijah. Is there any memories? Oh, no. What are you looking forward to as you're about to turn the big 1-2?
I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, this is your last time not being a teenager. You're about to have a whole year of your last year as a non-teenager. What are you looking forward to the most?
Being healthier, having better friends.
Healthier and better friends? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good goal to have. Which one of your dusty friends do we need to get rid of now? Should we give them by name? We shouldn't do that. You're right. We should give them by name. But yeah, that's a good goal. Are we gonna get straight A's this upcoming year?
I don't know. Are we?
Are we?
Are we?
I mean, I got some money on it that says you can do it.
Mm,
You get straight A's, I give you $1,000. If you get even one B, you give me 500.
No,
Is it a deal?
I don't know. Having straight A's is kind of an unrealistic expectation because I'm going to be doing all advanced classes plus advanced theater and advanced band and 2 sports. So
Very ambitious. Why such an ambitious schedule for this upcoming year?
I don't know.
Because you know that you can handle it.
I hope so.
Because you know that you're one of the smartest people in that school.
Mm,
Because you know that you can do all things through Christ which strengthens you. All those things. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that you can do it. I believe you're gonna do it. Will you tell your mom that your name starts with a capital V? What's this lowercase b stuff? Try to get it right. All the Vaughns in our names have a capital V. ShaVaughn, ShaVaughn, Vaughn Trinity, capital V. That's cool. That's cool. Before and you get in every last one of them, we all agree. Seriously. That's my work shirt. That's cool. That's cool. Sir, are you concerned about your freshman year and grades?
No.
And what is your plan on staying focused? And how do you plan on staying focused and getting, how do you, what is it? Basketball, practice, working out, and classes and tattoos all being done at the same time. How do you plan on making that happen?
Um, in the right amount of sleep. Start.
Oh, so
Not
it's so
sleep.
important.
Even though I tend to go to sleep late and wake up early
Mm-hmm.
on accident, practicing a good sleep schedule early would help for the start,
Makes sense.
and then just being focused, staying consistent. It'll be easy to do when I start, but having to keep it going will be the challenge. So just staying consistent is really just what I have to focus on.
Makes sense to me. Trinity, were you ready to say goodbye to your people? And your god sister says hello as well. I enjoyed doing this Father's Day show. In fact, I'm going to make sure that we do it again next year. We should do a Mother's Day show too. Let your mom be the host of the Vaughn Show and let her talk to you guys and interview all three of you. Now, that would be a fun show. You want to say any final words?
no.
Okay. Uh, he said it like he's about to give him like a really big monologue. Oh, do you have any lines that you remember from any of your plays that you can act out? I remember none of them. Well, you did play the drums first, so I guess I got to take that as the thing. Your godmommy says hello as well. Hi, Amy. I talked to her that. That's her enthusiasm that comes from her dad. Cool beans. Well, thank you for joining me for Father's Day. I love you very much.
Love you too.
You're pretty cool.
I know.
Yeah, I hear you. And thank you for being my daughter. Yeah. Love you. And then your brother's telling me to stop moving so you can do this thing. All right. You gonna stay on?
Okay.
Oh, goodbye. Bye. All right. So I think I moved too much. So let me stay still so the artist can continue his work. So we did the first part, and now we're about to do the second part. And the second part is always the hardest part. And I'm guessing it's going to be the part that's the easiest for me to deal with. It's not going to hurt as much because my arm is already numb and can't feel anything. So now with this process, what is this process that you do? What is the printing? What are the papers? What are you doing?
So the papers are for the printer. Once I take a couple of classes for this and I get better at just drawing, I won't need the printer and I'll just be able to just draw designs myself. But until then, I find the pictures online, I upload it to my phone, or I upload it to the printer, and then it prints. I use the paper to print. It's different paper. It's not just normal printing paper you'll find at like the library.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different type of paper that you use. And then it prints right onto the paper with the small printer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you use stencil solution on the skin, and then you stick the paper onto the skin, and then it just transfers from the paper into the skin with the solution.
And then you just basically using the needle to go over what the stencil put on the skin.
Yes.
Cool. I'm surprised you didn't go bigger.
I can.
Like you can see that. I don't want to waste your paper or not like that, but
It would be way easier to go bigger. The bigger, the easier.
yeah, let's go the bigger the easier. The bigger the easier. So he's gonna print out some more stencils or some more paper, make the wings a little bit bigger for the sides. That's gonna go on the side of the hearts. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna give you guys a little break. And since it's Father's Day, and it's the Father's Day special, I'm gonna play 6 of my favorite clips from the Vaughn Show. So we're gonna take a little break from talking, and I'm going to play these clips, and then when we come back, we'll get to the second part of the tension. So y'all hold on. We'll be right back. Count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never.
No, please stop. Please stop. Please
That
stop.
was-
Now I heard Melissa when I came on, and she's awesome. So I don't know about what you're giving me now, Javon.
Oh.
But Melissa sounds like she's safe.
Now, Javon, you have heard the woman of God. Okay. The answer is no, and don't ask her no more. Now,
Our friend and yours, Dr. Evangelist, First Lady, Martha Queen M. Manuzzi. Manuzzi. I had it right before the show. I even got it. I even asked for it, and I still messed it up.
so close. So close.
It's okay. Listen, first of all, just hearing you guys talk for like 30 seconds, I think I found my tribe. I have found my people.
Welcome.
Yay!
I have found you. I have been looking for you my whole life. So we're going to have fun today. And you know what? And you missed doctor. I think you said apostle, prophetess.
Evangelist,
You missed
First
that.
Lady.
All of those things I need those all spoken out loud. But I have been called a lot worse than Manuzzi, and I've been called Liza Minnelli. You name it, I've been called it. So I just answered it, whatever. I answered that too.
We're just gonna call her Martha. We know you know R&B because you sang it, and you know gospel, you know Christian contemporary, you know all that good stuff. What's another song that people will be surprised that you know?
That is a really good question.
Y'all care if it's the Dixie Chicks, Aaliyah, to old Tupac. What something that people wouldn't know?
Okay, let's see. Let me see if I remember the words. Oh, me and my mom's favorite rap song. Here we go. Check it out. I said it hip hop, it hip to the hip hop, and it don't stop, but rock it to the bang bang boogie. Shit up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Hey.
Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
Oh.
I said me, my crew, and my friends, we're gonna try to move your feet. And I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say,
I don't know the song.
Oh, you want to say hello to the black, to the black, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, you gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie to the up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Let's rock. And you don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Ah!
So before people get on me, first of all, you killed that, sir. And I'm familiar with it, but my mom didn't let me listen to black stuff growing up. So black movies.
I actually snuck and listened to it because my brother used to listen to it all the time. So don't feel bad.
And my mom right here, so I can say that. Now, if you had come out with the Sound of Music, I would have been right there with you. Oklahoma, when the wind goes around the plane, I know that.
That's her favorite song.
Miss Mary. Oklahoma, where the wind goes. Oklahoma, where the... I thought
she destroys it. She destroys that song.
Can I hear a little? Oh, listen, y'all have become my new favorite couple. Can I get a little bit of Oklahoma, Mrs. Berry?
That's the only part I know. I only.
Oh, okay. Well, do yours better than me because I'm just gonna edit mine out and let you answer to it again.
And I sing it loud and out of tune for no reason.
Well, give the people what they want, baby.
I'm gonna go ahead and sing one of my favorite opera songs. Don't come for Ashley, or he'll come for that ass. Find your own queen and let that be yours, but don't come for Ashley, or he'll come for that ass.
Amazing. This is a lot.
We're still getting everything together. We'll be right back.
He's a writing legend. He was what to watch for in gospel in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. He was what's to watch for in gospel music in 2021 and in 2022. And he is the Darnell Davis, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Darnell Davis. Let's get into the Larry Reid of it all. Why did you leave Excelsior?
I left Excelsior just because it was just time for me to go.
Okay.
And I was cool with just kind of being in the background, playing the organ, doing the production. I would maybe be on the record doing some stuff, But for the most part, I was cool with that. But I felt like it was just time to step out and move from the back to the front, And I just started Remnant, and we started doing stuff. And
can you let us in on just a little insight of what we can expect at this Excelsior reunion?
We're going back, and we're going to redo a song. We're going to redo an old song from the Soul Interpretation record. We're going to redo "It's My Time."
It's my time to eat a breast, because that's what I sing when I'm hungry.
Doing this live recording, I said it would be dope if we did a Excelsior reunion with the song, with this, and have Excelsior come back, because heads up, Excelsior is getting ready to do a reunion concert, possible live recording.
The Creative Showcase is where we let you go forth in your talent and showcase to the world what it is that you do. I'm going to ask Keandra to sing the song, but here's the caveat. You can't sing something gospel.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me. By my side, I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off my feet. Oh my, can't explain why your loving makes me weak.
Can you do that, just that one, because I literally just got chills. Can you just do that? Can explain just one more time, just so I can close my eyes and pretend like I'm in the front row of your R&B concert at the Grammy with your performance. Okay, one more time.
Can't explain why your loving makes me weak. I try hard to fight it.
Boom, boom.
No way can I deny it.
Boom, boom.
Your love so sweet.
What does it do?
Knocks me off my feet.
Take us home. Take us home.
I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control when something takes over me. In a day, it is so amazing. Oh. Ooh, I can't explain why you're loving me weak. Oh.
That's what she did. And she did it. Oh, can you show me some? Take one more time, just that one part, please.
Can't explain why your loving makes me weak.
This beat is righteous, bro.
I wanna know you, tryna reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm tryna show you that I wanna know you. I wanna know you, tryna reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm tryna show you, I wanna know you. I wanna know you, I'm tryna show you. I know that I owe you. It's just like I told you, never put nothing before you, cause that's what I don't do. And though I'm below you, I'ma plant you and grow you. Deep inside of my mind like an underside, keep me charged and charge my power line. You hate it, I faded, and know you the greatest, your greatest debated, and that's why you hate it. Undoubtedly doubted, no doubt about it. You rerouted, you caught it, we shot about it. I wanna be closer, like Costa Nostra. Wanna know you when I'm sad about it. Like, what do you like? What are you needing from me? Am I what you need me to be? What is the purpose? Is it word, thought, I heard that they keep on feeding to me? Am I on the right path with the right math that they keep on reading to me? What is your plan? Do you really understand? Can you hear me when I pray? I wanna know you. I wanna know. Tryna reap you and sow you. Yeah. Never let go, wanna hold you. Never let go. I'm tryna show you that I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know. I wanna know. Tryna reap you and sow you. Reap and sow. Never let go, wanna hold you. Yeah. I'm tryna show you. I wanna know you.
Keep you in my mind, you know you my slime. You deliver me time after time. Give me a pen and show me the dotted lines. I sign and stay on the vine. I'm just trying to reap all your benefits. The way that you love me, we benefit. I'm trying to be part of your syndicate. Yeah, you know that my feelings are genuine. From my adrenaline rushing, signal Robitussin. You be bustin', flow no cussing. If I don't know you, that means I don't know nothing. I know something, and that something is I wanna know you better. Know your letters. Know you like nobody ever knew. Like, what do you like? What do you need it from me? Am I what you need me to be? What is the purpose? Is it worth all the hurt that they keep on feeding to me? Am I on the right path with the right mask that they keep on reading to me? What is your plan? Do you really understand? Can you hear me when I'm praying?
I wanna know you.
Oh.
Tryna reap you and sow you.
Review and stuff.
Never let go, wanna hold you.
I wanna hold you. Yeah.
I'm tryna show you that I wanna know you.
I wanna know.
I wanna know you. Tryna reap you and sow you. Never let go, wanna hold you. I'm trying to show you. I wanna know you.
All right, we are back. And I don't know why I got quiet. There was no really big reason to be quiet, but we are still hearing this second phase of the tattoo. As you see right there, it's just getting all nice and together, like, and we are continuing the tattoo journey. And ooh, I got a second camera too. Let me show you the second camera. Yeah, it's all about perspective. There we go. That's a good right there. And to see the finalization of this tattoo, all you have to do is go over to TikTok at Vaughn Show on TikTok. And we're going to finish up the tattoo there. So when I see you there, I'll see you later. Yes. TikTok the rest of this one. And cool.